Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today we're going to be using the stamp set Endless Birthday Wishes. This is going to be our 3-card series where I will post 3 different cards using this same stamp set. I love this stamp set. I think the font is so pretty. I like how they have the kind of cursive handwritten font with the typed out printed font. I like that together. And then this cake is really cute, and I haven't really used this to its entirety yet, or I haven't used it to its potential. That's the word I was looking for. And I think that there's a lot of things that we can do with this, so I'm kind of excited to do this too. And so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is cut a circle and a scallop out of some of our cardstock, and I'm using the layering circles to do that. And I just found a couple of circles, and well, a circle and a scallop that I like the size of, and I'm actually going to cut, but I'm not going to use all. I'm going to cut a scallop and a circle out of both Delightful Dijon and out of the Whisper White. I'm not going to use both of these for this particular card, but I have something in mind with the other one, so I'm going ahead and taking advantage of it and just cutting them both now. And then I will do the same thing with the Whisper White. Okay. So I guess I should tell you what I'm doing with the extra ones. I am making an extra card, like the structure of the extra card for one person. So let's see, I'm making one for me and one for another person, and I have all of the supplies that they need already cut out and ready to go, and I'm going to put them in a little bag. And this is what you would get if you were a member of my card club to go. You would get everything that you need cut and ready to go, and all you have to do is use your own ink and your own adhesive to get started and start making your cards. And this works out very well. The people who are in my clubs seem to really enjoy it. They can get started crafting within 5 minutes of opening it, and it helps them to make exactly the same thing that I'm making. So if you've ever wanted to do that, I have a chance for you to win this card class to go for free. So this is our card class to go for right now, for this month. And so the people that have joined this month and and ordered from me, what they are getting is the Endless Birthday Wishes, and then they will get all of this, and then sometimes I'll throw in a something a little extra for them too. It kind of depends on what's going on that month as to what it might be. It might be a thing of these enamel dots. It might be a thing of ribbon. It could be just some extra paper or whatever. I try to include something else so that they are getting a little bit of something extra, but they get everything that they need to make 2 cards of each of the 3 cards that we're making. So each design twice. So what I'm giving you the opportunity to win is just 1 card of each of the cards that we're going to be doing this week already ready in this, and all you have to do to win is to leave a comment under every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays video, and I don't know, just leave a nice comment underneath each one and let me know that you'd like to be entered to win, and I will randomly choose someone and get these mailed out to you just as quickly as possible. So I guess that's it. And then I just want to give everybody an opportunity to join our card club. It is every month. I will do a new posting before the 10th of every month to show you what is happening for that month. And then if you're interested, all you need to do is email me. Let me know what you're emailing. And sorry, my husband is talking to our cat, it sounds like. Whew. let me know that you are interested, and I will send you an invoice by the 15th of the month, and then you will pay it by the 15th of the month. It's due on the 15th, so I can order supplies on the 16th and get them mailed out to you by the 1st of the next month. So I hope that isn't too confusing. I know there's a lot of information, but I will try to remember to include everything down below so you can just read it there too. But to win each of these, all you have to do is leave a comment under each day this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you will get all 3 of these so that you can then go back and watch these videos and stamp along and do your thing with. So, and if you're a winner and you do not have endless birthday wishes, I know where you can get it. My shop is online 24/7, and you can shop to your heart's desire. So thank you very much for that, and I just wanted to let you know that that's why I'm making an extra of things. So there's that one. And then for the club members that have already joined this month, I have already made theirs and have probably by this time already shipped them to them. By the time you're seeing this, I've already shipped them to them. But I go ahead and make these ahead of time, make these videos ahead of time so that I will be prepared and ready for you guys. So I have a piece of Bermuda Bay that I've cut into an A2 size card, and then I have a piece of Tempting Turquoise that I have to go on the top. I just thought those were kind of fun colors. And then I also am using Pool Party as a little ribbon accent just to make it even a different color shade. And then we're also going to be accenting with this Delightful Dijon and the Whisper White. So this is going to be kind of a mix match card, but it's kind of fun, I think. And we are using Tempting Turquoise, Delightful Dijon, and Basic Gray ink. I'm also going to be using my, where did I put it? Oh no! Oh, here it is. My Stampin' scrub, along with my size D block, which is a 3x3, and also my Stampin' Mist to help clean the stamps. And all you do with this is squirt it onto the wet side. And so there's a wet side and a dry side, and you can just clean your stamps. On the new ones, mine is very much old. On the new ones, there's a little triangle here that tells you which side should be wet and which side should be dry. I just have to remember. So I've been using it for so long, I don't think I'll ever forget how I did it. So it just worked for me. So let's see. What we're going to do first is take our block and put on the birthday cake. Actually, it's really kind of the only image in this, besides, I guess, the dots. I don't know if those could be an image. But we're going to use the birthday cake, and we are going to take the Tempting Turquoise, and we should get a piece of scrap paper. I have this. I'm just going to use this. So take the Tempting Turquoise card front and the Tempting Turquoise ink, and we're going to do stamp on stamp, color on color. And I'm going to do one high and then one lower so that you can see all of the cake. And then I'm going to go one high. We're making our own background paper. And then I'm going to go one lower. And I'm going to just kind of follow this pattern. Maybe I'm going to follow a little bit loosely so that I can make sure that I cover up the whole paper. My Tempting Turquoise might need some re-inker. And I really don't want them to be like right on top of each other. If you like that look, you're more than welcome to. I personally like it when it's a little more crooked and a little more less thought out, because then it looks a little more random to me, which my eye likes. But if your eye likes more structure, then you do what you like. I think that's the reason I plan the way I do too. Okay, so that is what we want, just a random kind of a background. I'm going to leave this cake stamp on here, although I did clean it because we're going to be using a different color on it next. And then once we've gotten this done, we can go ahead and glue this down to our card base. I'm using my ATG gun. You would be using your snail adhesive or whatever it is that you like. And I'm just going to attach this right to the card base, just like that. Now I'm going to take my colors and just kind of play with them for a minute. So before I do anything, before I put them down, I'm going to take my piece of Whisper White. Yours will be, well, could be the smaller one. If you're following me along with my card club, yours will probably be the same size. If you're following me along with your new kit that you just won, then yours will be the bigger size because I cut these out opposite for that. No biggie. Just use your Whisper White circle. And then use your Archive ink gray. And I do want to use an Archive ink because I am going to be coloring on this and I don't want the colors to smear. You could use black if you prefer. I just kind of like the look of the gray. Now I can take my cake off. And I'm going to get out my happy birthday to you. So let's see. Happy birthday to you. And what I'm going to do is put these across on my block. And then you should have, did I not bring over? Yes, I did. You should have two pieces of Whisper White. One is a 1/4 inch and one is, oh, whatever's an 1/8 of an inch, bigger than a 1/4 of an inch. And I didn't know which this would fit on better when I got these out, so I got out both. And it looks like it might fit on this bigger one better, but it might fit on both. But I'm going to go ahead and just take my Tempting Turquoise. You could use one or the other, or you could mix it up. It doesn't really matter because you're going to cut these words apart once you have them stamped. So happy birthday to you. I'm going to just put right in the middle of my kind of scrap piece of paper. And then I'm going to try to do it on my small one too, just so we can see if it works. Happy birthday to you. Trying to make sure that they're all in there. And yes, it does. So you could use either one that you wanted to. And then we're going to clean these off. I'm going to put these back. Birthday. Happy. And the to you is over here. To you. Okay, so now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to use my scissors to cut out the words. Happy birthday to you. To you, to you, to you. To you. Happy birthday to you. Okay. So now when I have those the way that I want them, throw all my scrap away. I am going to color my cake. I'm going to use the Tempting Turquoise and I'm going to push the lid down onto the base so that I can get some color onto here. I'm going to do the same thing with my Delightful Dijon. And I'm going to take a watercolor pencil or pen, and you could use pencils, you could use your markers, whatever you want to use to color this. I just happen to love watercoloring, so I'm going to take my watercolor and I'm going to go outside of the cake with the Delightful Dijon, just to kind of give it a background a little bit. And again, if you wanted to use a marker or something, you can. You don't have to use what I am using. And if you guys have not watercolored before, I think it's a ton of fun. I enjoy watercoloring. It seems to be very forgiving. I'm taking that darker part right there, and I'm going to make the lights of my the candles glow a little bit with that darker. And then I'll just kind of go outward. Just kind of like that. I mean, no real pattern or anything. And then I'm just going to wipe that off on a tissue. And once I have that done, I think I might be done with that, but I'm not sure. I'm going to use my Tempting Turquoise again, and I'm going to color the cake part, the icing part. And the glass. Now I'm going to kind of get this darker, and I'm going to color in some of this a little bit darker just to give it some shading, and just to make it look a little bit different from the cake, just a little. I don't want to color too much on it because this is not watercolor paper. Well, hello, Fuzz. How are you? No, please don't walk in that. Goofball. And you know what I'm going to try? I don't know if this will work or not. I'm going to try to color in my enamel dots with this ink. I don't know if it will work, but we're going to try. I know that it would work if I used the marker. Kind of looks like it's working, guys. So I just colored in 5 of those. Our aqua pens are great too, by the way. And these enamel dots are just the white perfect accents. Oh, I guess I won't put them away yet. I'll let those dry. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is take my card. I'm going to take the Sparkly Pool Party and I'm going to cut kind of a longer piece. But then I'm going to cut that in half. And then I will put that on this kind of like that. And then this will go over, I don't know, kind of like that maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it's looking. So I need, what am I looking for? Oh, I was going to get a dimensional for that, but that's okay. I'll get that in a minute. First, I'm going to get this stuff down. And then I'm going to take my ribbon stick that down. want them to go the same way. I think I might want them to go opposite ways. You could do them the same way if you wanted to, then these things. I don't know, I just wanted to be a little different. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals. I think I'll do maybe 3 of them on the back of this. Now you will not get dimensionals in your kit. That's part of the adhesive, so those are fairly inexpensive though, for sure. And they are awesome, and you will use them for lots of things. I think they come in a pack of 100 or more. I think you get 3 of those sheets that I just showed you. And then we'll just put this down here. And then I'm going to take my happy birthday, and I'm going to take my ATG gun and just put a little bit of that on here. Happy. And I'm only doing it on like the second half of these, so that I can just, oops, that one didn't get very much at all. There. That way I can stick them on here. Happy birthday, and then I'm going to use the big to you, just because I have them. And because I've already cut these out and have those ready, I'm going to include those in whoever wins this too. So you can see you get your enamel sheets. You get the pieces of paper to stamp the happy birthday to you, but you won't need to do that unless you want to, or if you want it to be a different color or whatever. But there's your happy birthday to you. And you know what? I may go ahead and stamp your... I'm going to go ahead and stamp your archival ink in gray too, just to kind of help you out a little bit, in case you don't have that color. And if you don't like it and you want to do it in black, you can use the other side. Now this one is smaller, so I don't know if I'm going to get the whole thing, but I'll get most of it. There you go. So there's your stamped image. Just to help you out a little bit. And the card club members, I don't do that for them, unfortunately. It would be, you know, I'd have to do that more than just one time, so once I can handle, but it gets confusing sometimes putting them all together anyhow, so if I had to stamp on them too, I'd really be nuts. So there you go. Now you'll have everything you need to make this card other than the stamp set and the adhesive. I might even throw in some glue or some of these for you in case you don't have any. Now this edging you can use as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but the edges around here you can use just like this. I like cut them up and use them, so don't throw it away after you've used those 3 dots. You can still use the edging. There's still some good dimensional on there. Alrighty. So there we go. Isn't that cute? So there's our first card. I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope you like it, and I hope you consider joining. Oh, I'm not done. I am not done. I forgot about my enamel dots. Good grief, I can't forget about those. I'm going to take my scissors and try to do this. I have seen other people do this, and it works well for them, but that doesn't mean it will work well for me. But so far, so good. You just pick these up, and you can put them around your cake. Well, it worked once. There we go. Now we're done with it. All right, I hope you like it, and I hope you win. Remember, just leave a comment underneath each one of these, and I will randomly pick someone soon and get them out to you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.